Welcome to the Magic City, the football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the Delaware Blue Hens taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Blue Hens will kick it away to start us off. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blazers offense will have the football first. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Blazers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Blazers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So Delaware's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They've got to come up with...
Yeah.
on this 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They booted away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Looking downfield, it's Kitna. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
The Blazers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, UAB! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gonna run it. It's Silver. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to the run. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Give to the running back. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. And the Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Wants to throw. It's Kitna. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes one man miss. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got it set up on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Makes the catch. It's Patterson. At the 35, he's loose. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Blue Hens have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Going up top again. With the catch, it's Kelly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Absolutely center cut. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. Oh, a lot of space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home.
He's loose. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Milner.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. It's a seam wide open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking to pass. It's Kitna. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Blazers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's UAB on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. It's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. The Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly and see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work.
Turning on the Jets. Lots of running room. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. And the Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Wide open spaces. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the Jets and take it the distance?
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Back to throw, it's Kitna. Got his man. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Jackson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Blazers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll try the run. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Patterson. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Kelly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking for space. It's Silver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Finding an escape route. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Blue Hens need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's McCray. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Makes the catch. It's hooked. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Blazers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Kitna. He's got it. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, it's been a tough day for this defense so far, guys, especially against the pass. They haven't been able to force that many incompletions. They've already allowed 2 TD passes. They need more plays like that, and they got to be able to put it back-to-back to gain some confidence defensively. How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Back to throw, it's Kitna. Snagged out of the air. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll line up for a second down play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Milner. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Hooks. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Under fire. With the catch, it's Jackson. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. The sure hands, it's Patterson. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wants to throw again. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Kitna. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Blazers will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
And the Blue Hens are on the move. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. On the move, it's Jackson. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Kitna. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Milner. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Blazers with the 1st and 10.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Caught in the backfield, it's Milner. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just keep slinging it. A little screen to the running back. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UAB. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Back open in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. A low line drive and short kick. On the run, it's Jackson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Patterson. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Blue Hens are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Kitna. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Off the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Blazers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
He'll bring it out. It's McCray. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They'll run play action. The pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They're testing the right side here. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Blue Hens moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Just feeds the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Find some fresh air. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The offense changing the play. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's LeBoy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man quickly. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Blue Hens are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle. It's Kelly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game there.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, getting your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Delaware. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pass is incomplete. No good on the two-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by one. He'll bring it out. It's McCray. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah,
watch out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you've turned the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get...
Touchdown, Delaware! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, UAB.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to pass. It's Kitna. Rushes on him. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think